Hi everyone, welcome back to Good Eats with Tips. So today I will be making a 7-cheese white macaroni and cheese. So we're gonna go and get right into this video, and right here we're starting out with our roux, and we're gonna add with a little butter to just get started. Go ahead and let that butter melt so that we can go ahead and add in our flour. We can also use cornstarch as well. Okay, so we're gonna add about a tablespoon of flour, and I also use the tablespoon of butter as well. Okay, so after we've added the flour, we want to go ahead and mix this in and get all the lumps out. And then we're going to go ahead in with our heavy whipping cream. I don't use a certain amount of heavy whipping cream, but I just continue to add until I get a smooth roux. And then once you've added in all of your heavy whipping cream that you need to smooth out your roux and get all of those lumps out, then you want to go ahead and go in with your cheese. Alright, so once you have your roux mixed well, you want to go ahead and start adding in your cheese. I have my Havarti and my aged reserve cheddar. And we're going to go ahead and just add that in slowly until our roux is smooth and not lumpy. So next we're going to go in with our 4 cheeses. We have your Asiago, your provolone, fontina, and your parmesan. And you can get this from your local grocery store. It's usually not in the regular cheese section, but over in like the deli, near the deli section. And when I'm adding cheese into my mac and cheese, I don't even have a set amount that I use. I just usually like to taste it. I usually taste everything to make sure that I have enough of what I need in there. So you can just continue to taste it to see if you need to add more of something. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding in some of my seasonings. You know, I like to use kosher salt. It's totally optional for your salt and pepper, but you don't need a lot of salt because you already have salted your noodles, and then you already have salt and cheese as well. Next, I go in with my onion powder. Like I said, I'm not measuring. I'm just kind of sprinkling in what I think I need. And I would say maybe you can start out using like maybe a half a teaspoon of your seasonings, except for your salt, and to get kind of what you need, and then you can go back and taste it to see if that was enough or if you need to add more. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna go in with our sharp white cheddar cheese. I use Cracker Barrel also, and shredded this up myself. I'm gonna add this in a little bit at a time until my cheese sauce is smooth. So for this recipe, I tried to do everything white, but I thought I had white pepper and I didn't, so I did have to use black pepper. But I do recommend that you try it with white pepper. White pepper gives your food a bit of a different taste, so I think that you'll enjoy the white pepper as well. So I always pre-cook my noodles, And I use these, I think these are the corkscrew noodles for this one. And just wanted to try something different. And so when you cook your noodles, you also want to cook them in salt. And then I also add a little bit of avocado oil so that they won't stick. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add in our cheese sauce. And I just kind of add in a little bit at a time because I don't want to have too much. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in first and decide if I need to add more, because I do want to make sure that my noodles are covered well. So that's what you see me here doing, just adding in the rest of that sauce. You also don't want it to be dry, so that's why I add in a little bit first and then I go in and add in the rest. And then so if I have cheese left over, I like to go ahead and add in a little bit more cheese into my sauce that is not melted in the sauce, because I like to kind of have that stringy texture a little bit in my macaroni cheese. So I just went in with that 4 cheese that I had left over and added that in here. Alright, so I love to cook my macaroni cheese in my cast iron pan. And I'm going to go ahead and butter it first. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my macaroni and cheese. So once all of that is in your cast iron pan, then you want to go ahead and add the rest of your cheese that you had left over. And I'm just adding in my white sharp cheddar here. And then I go in with some shaved Parmesan that I had. And then I'm also going to go ahead and season the top of it before I put it in the oven. Your pepper, you want to go ahead and put it in the oven until all your cheeses are melted. And this is the final look, guys. I love the color, the crunchiness on the top, that crust that it has. This was so delicious. This is my first time making this. My son and I loved it. So make sure you guys try. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. And make sure you ring that notification bell to get the notifications. Oh my God, it looks so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys stay safe, healthy, and blessed out there. We will see you next time. Thanks so much for your support. Peace.